Have you ever wondered about the power of humanity and unity, even in the midst of the most brutal conflicts? In the annals of history, there are few events that encapsulate such ideals better than the Christmas Truce of 1914. Amidst the chaos of World War I, a conflict that scarred the face of our planet and claimed millions of lives, a flicker of hope and unity emerged. It was a war like none other, a war that tested the resolve of nations and the courage of individuals. But even in this grim theater of conflict, the spirit of humanity refused to be extinguished. As the winter set in and the trenches of the Western Front became a chilling abode for soldiers, an extraordinary event was about to unfold. A brief yet profound moment of peace and camaraderie that transcended nationalities, languages, and the very war itself. In the darkest hours, the Christmas of 1914 shone a light on the indomitable spirit of humanity. The year was 1914, a year that plunged the world into a war of unprecedented scale and destruction. The Great War, or as we now know it, World War I, had begun. Countries across Europe were drawn into a conflict that was neither desired nor expected, yet it was a reality they had to face. As the war escalated, so did the suffering of the soldiers. Young men from Britain, France, Germany, and beyond found themselves thrust onto the Western Front, a grim battleground stretching from the English Channel to the Swiss border. They were forced to live in trenches, deep ditches dug into the earth, their homes for the foreseeable future. The conditions were harsh, the weather unforgiving, and the constant threat of enemy fire was a heavy burden to bear. These soldiers were not just fighting a physical war, but a psychological one as well. They were far from home, living in conditions that were less than humane. Disease was rife, food was scarce, and the only thing plentiful was the mud that clung to their boots and seeped into their souls. The horrors of war were not just seen but deeply felt, a constant reminder of the grim reality they were facing. Amidst this bleak landscape, a flicker of hope began to ignite. It was December, and the promise of Christmas was in the air. Despite the war, the soldiers clung to this symbol of warmth and familiarity, a beacon of light in their dark world. Homesickness was felt more acutely during this time, as thoughts turned towards families left behind and the joyous celebrations they were missing. Yet, in the heart of this desolation, an exceptional event was on the horizon. An event that would defy the rules of warfare, the boundaries of nations, and the expectations of the world. As Christmas approached, an unexpected event was about to occur, one that would be remembered for a century to come. On the night of December 24th, 1914, something extraordinary happened along the Western Front. A seemingly ordinary night, cloaked in the frosty chill of winter and the grim shadow of war, was about to bear witness to a remarkable display of humanity. Under the starlit sky, an unfamiliar sound began to resonate across the scarred and barbed landscape. It was not the sound of artillery fire or marching boots, but the harmonious strains of Stille Nacht, or Silent Night, sung softly in German from the trenches. This melody, a beacon of peace amid the harsh cacophony of war, found an echo in the British trenches. Soldiers huddled together for warmth and comfort joined in, their voices carrying the familiar tune across the no-man's land. As dawn broke on Christmas Day, a day synonymous with joy and goodwill, the melody had transformed into action. In an act of unimaginable bravery, soldiers from both sides emerged from the safety of their trenches, stepping into the open expanse under a flag of truce. The war-ravaged land, which moments ago was a symbol of division and conflict, became a meeting ground for foes turned friends, if only for a brief period. Gifts were exchanged, not of ammunition or threats, but of small tokens that symbolized camaraderie and respect. A packet of cigarettes, a piece of chocolate, or even just a warm smile became gifts of immeasurable value. These were not tokens of war, but symbols of a shared humanity that transcended the boundaries drawn by nations. And then, in what can only be described as the most surreal moment of this extraordinary day, a football appeared. The battleground transformed into a makeshift football field, the sounds of laughter and cheers replacing the usual staccato of gunfire. For those few hours, they were not soldiers draped in different uniforms, but simply men, united by the spirit of the game, forgetting the harsh reality that waited beyond the whistle's blow. But as the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the impromptu celebrations, reality began to seep back in. The soldiers returned to their trenches, the football was replaced by rifles, and the laughter faded into the night. Yet the echoes of that remarkable day lingered, a poignant reminder of the shared humanity that briefly managed to drown out the sounds of war. For a brief moment, the guns fell silent and the spirit of Christmas took over the war-torn battlefields. The Christmas Truce of 1914, a spontaneous ceasefire, remains a symbol of hope and unity, a testament to the power of humanity that even the most devastating of wars couldn't extinguish. It stands as a timeless reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of compassion, unity, and shared humanity can shine through. The Christmas Truce was a fleeting moment of peace in a brutal war, but its impact resonated far beyond the trenches. As the sun rose on the 26th of December, 1914, the enchanting magic of the truce began to fade. The echoes of laughter and camaraderie that had filled the air were replaced by an eerie silence, a stark reminder of the brutal war that lay ahead. The military command on both sides, far from the front lines, were dismayed by their soldiers' display of brotherhood, viewing it as an act of insubordination. Orders were swiftly given for the resumption of fighting, and the men who had shared Christmas together were once again forced to aim their guns at each other. Yet, even as the war resumed in full force, the spirit of the truce lingered on. For the soldiers who had experienced this extraordinary event, the memory of the truce became a touchstone of humanity amidst the brutality of war. It was a reminder that the enemy they were ordered to kill were humans too, with families and loved ones waiting for them back home. This realization, born from a moment of peace, profoundly affected many soldiers, forever altering their perception of the war. The significance of the Christmas truce extends far beyond its immediate impact on the soldiers. It stands as a poignant reminder of the power of compassion and unity, even in the darkest of times. The truce was a spontaneous act of goodwill that defied the rigid boundaries of war, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the despair. It served as a testament to the strength of the human spirit, demonstrating that even in the midst of conflict, people can find common ground and express their shared humanity. Over a century later, the Christmas truce continues to captivate our collective imagination. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film, each seeking to capture the essence of this remarkable event. It serves as a powerful symbol of peace, a beacon of hope that continues to shine through the darkest chapters of our history. The truce also holds an important place in the annals of military history. It challenged the traditional conduct of war, prompting questions about the ethics of conflict and the true cost of enmity. It underscored the fact that wars are fought by individuals, not faceless entities, highlighting the human cost of global conflict. In the grand scheme of things, the Christmas truce was but a blip in the 4 long years of World War I. But its legacy endures, a testament to the power of unity and the indomitable spirit of humanity. It serves as a poignant reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always room for compassion and understanding. Though the truce was brief, its memory served as a beacon of hope and humanity amidst the horrors of war. The Christmas truce of 1914, a remarkable testament to the power of humanity, remains a poignant reminder of the spirit of unity and peace. It was a moment when the guns fell silent, the trenches were left behind, and the common humanity was celebrated. It was a fleeting instance when soldiers who were otherwise destined to be adversaries came together to share camaraderie, laughter, and goodwill. This extraordinary event in our history underlines the power of unity, the strength of compassion, and the enduring spirit of mankind. It serves as a beacon, illuminating the potential for peace, even amidst the darkest of conflicts. The Christmas truce wasn't just an event, but a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity, a symbol of humanity transcending the barriers of conflict and animosity. Even in the darkest times, the light of unity and peace can shine through. The Christmas truce of 1914 stands as a testament to this enduring truth.